I did not think that I would ever run for office. This is not something that I came into dreaming of, putting my name on the ballot. I was at the Carroll School of Management at BC, but I was always involved in my community. I grew up in Dorchester, and I saw firsthand in my home, my parents immigrated to this incredible country, and in the process they had their children. But as my relatives, my aunts and uncles would live with us. So I'm really loud. I really don't need this microphone, actually. So everyone would live with us. It was awesome. But once my blood relatives left, the first floor apartment became available. And so my parents opened it up for other Haitian families who did not have relatives in Boston. And they opened it up so they could live there and get assimilated into this new culture. So this is what I saw growing up, that you have to reach back and help those who may not be able to help themselves. And so that's how I kind of grew up in seeing that you have to be responsible for one another. But I can tell you that I worked in the public sector for almost 9.5 years. I worked for a great state representative, Charlotte Gola-Ritchie, even working as her legislative aide, still did not think of running for office, and went to work for the city. And I would say that, you know, studies have shown, and the Congresswoman and Jennifer knows this, that you have to ask a woman at least 9 times to run for office before we decide to run, right? So, Rondella, are you gonna run? Rondella, you need to run. You know.
Okay, that's twice.
Yeah, I mean, you need to run and run and run, right? So like 8 times, it's ridiculous. But how many times do you have to ask a man? Never, right? It's once. Right. No, but it's true. And so, so that's something we have to be able to get over in terms of being able to run, but also really came from the support of my husband. And I think that's important in terms of the spouses that we have. So even though I had 9.5 years in the public sector, did not think of running, is when Speaker Tom Finneran decided he was not going to run for re-election. Our good friend, now mayor of the city, Mayor Walsh, was a rep for 17 years, called up my husband and said, Speaker Finneran's not going to run. Who do you think should run for the seat? And this is now where I live. And my husband said, well, this is Linda's seat. Linda should run. But my son is 16 months old on my hip, right? I'm like a young mom, and I'm like, what, are you crazy? I'm not going to put my name on the ballot. So really, that's how it kind of all started, and here I am now.